Is everything good? What's the news with you all? So have you received the course messages? Dr. Rahma, Dr. Omdim, Dr. Sahar, all good. Let me jump right in. I don't want to waste time. First, let's talk about the course updates. We said the virtual classes are tomorrow. Second, I set up a discussion for you, and I added a student. I sent a message and got a reply. All right, so now we have the third point for the discussion topics. Fourth, let's talk about the course messages. I don't know when we get confused in counting 1, 2, 3, it ends up being 4. 4 course messages, because there are 5. So the fourth thing we're talking about is the course messages. Let's see the course messages, which are messages within the Heritage course. I mean, you're supposed to create a message and send it to everyone there, but I have to warn you, there's nothing wrong with that. The message won't get through. I don't know if it will reach anyone, but I'll try. It usually fails. Blackboard reflects back on me. These two are really good. I specified them and covered the arrow. What should I send them? Should I say test? How are you? Sending a message should be in an unblocked inbox. I sent a test and the system sent it back. Course messages brought me a test saying Abdul Rahman Salem sent it. I sent it to myself on March 12th. It reached me, meaning it reached everyone. Another communication method. The fourth should be here. What should I send him? Should I say test? A message should be in an unblocked inbox. I sent a test message and it returned to me. Course messages brought a test saying Abdul Rahman Salem sent it. I sent it to myself on March 12th. It reached me, meaning it reached everyone. Another communication method. The fourth should be here. For the fourth point, I'll add the second one to keep order about updates for virtual classes and discussions. Now you have the inbox and the message is sent. Everyone has it. Just add the students. Previewing a new student, we might not see anything. When this student enters, the course message might not show. I have 3 students now. The course messages in the inbox also brought me a test. It said that Abdul Rahman Salem sent it to you. I sent it to myself on March 12th. It reached me. The course message, you have the inbox, and the message has been sent. Everyone has it. I'm going to enter with a preview of a new student. We might not see anything. I have 3 students now. So, the course message that I'm explaining right now, you have the inbox in front of you, and the message has been sent. Everyone has it just like you. Just add the students. Just add the students. But I'm going to enter with a preview of a new student. We might not see anything. This is a new student. So when this student enters here, the course message might not show anything. So I have 3 students. Haman, you have 3 students. Each student, because this process involves a significant amount of communication and interaction, which can sometimes feel like a lot of back and forth, but it's all good. However, it is important to note that this is a positive aspect of the process. So far, at this point in time, everything is functioning smoothly and efficiently. I don't have any issues, and I am not experiencing any problems or difficulties whatsoever. I've got my email system fully operational, with both my inbox and outbox working perfectly. I'm sending and receiving messages without any issues, and everything's running as expected. So far, everything's good. I don't have any issues. I've got my inbox, an outbox, I'm sending and receiving, and everything's good. These are the course messages within the course. Inside the course, is everything good? Of course, I can add a student here so they can get the messages. I can come here to the users, search for a user to register them, and add myself, which is for the email. And I add a student and send it. Abdul Rahman Salam Hamid Qatlab, who is Milo, added you. So this is his email, right? This is the email for him. I add him to the group. I'm here to give you the 5th and final point regarding the email, okay? I go to the email section and send to all. To Abdul Rahman, 2 students, and the professor. Every time I do a preview, it adds 1 more. Now I send to students, not the professor. I can send it to all the students. So I come here to the email section, which is part of the communication tools I told you about, and I want to send it to all users. So who am I sending it to? To Abdul Rahman and the preview, the 2 students and the professor, and they are in the system. So every time I do a preview, it adds 1 more. Every time I do a preview, it adds 1 more. The 2 students and Abdul Rahman. Now, for example, I want to send it just to the students, but I have another professor in the course. I can send it to all the students. Who will it be sent to? Just the 2 students. This is the preview user named Abdul Rahman Salem. Oh, and here are the students, the ones who have students, and Abdul Rahman Hamid, whose job number I just added, and here are 3. All right, that's really nice. I have 3 students now, and a professor, so that's a total of 4. From who? From Abdul Rahman Salem, the one? From e-learning. From e-learning, Is everything good? From e-learning, Abdurrahman Salem will send it to the other Abdurrahman, the one with the protection ID. Let's see what the message is about. Of course, I can send them any message here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 9, from 1 to 9, and I'll make them bold like this, and I'll give them a red color and increase the size to 24. I'll make these numbers green, and then after the message. So I can't say send now. What should I see here? Here's the send option. Do you want to send an email without a subject? What? I'm confused, right? So what should I see here? An email. Where did they sign? In the prophetic year. Communicate with students via email from within the course. Added email through course tools. Chose email type. Send emails to all students. Important communication tool. Send announcements, can't respond. Send through virtual classes. Take tomorrow. Interact through discussions. Explained course message. Inbox covered together. Sent email from course. 5 communication tools, part of professor's tasks, called 4th. 5 explained Tuesday in Engineer Said's course. 3rd and 5th Tuesday, explained 4th and 1st. 6th, teaching hours in course available. Weekly hours in course info. Scroll down after calendar in course guidelines. Prophetic year tells teaching mechanism. You can interact through discussions. I showed the course message, inbox, and sent an email from the course. Here are 5 communication tools, part of the professor's tasks, called 4th. 5 will be explained on Tuesday in Engineer Said's course. 3rd and 5th are on Tuesday, and I explained 4th and 1st. Now we have 6th. The teaching hours are available weekly. In the course information, after the calendar and the guidelines, it tells you the teaching mechanism and virtual sessions. You have 4 virtual sessions over the study weeks, with at least 3 weeks between each. There's a specific system with activities and assignments. So that means that 3rd and 5th are the course on Tuesday. And I explained 4th and 1st. Okay? Now we have 6th. 6th, the teaching hours in the course are available to you. You have weekly hours, and here in the course information, if you scroll down, you'll find here after the calendar in the course guidelines, you'll find in the prophetic year, it tells you the teaching mechanism and how many virtual sessions. It says you have 4 virtual sessions spread over the study weeks with at least 3 weeks between each session and the next. So there's a specific system in place, and there are a number of activities and assignments, and they have a number. You have 3 assignments and 3 quizzes, which total 6 points, 6 points, and 8 points, so all of those add up to about 20 points. Plus, there's a continuous assessment test worth 20 points, making a total of 40. So, continuous assessment plus 60 for the final exam, and there's a way to calculate attendance and everything. But what you should focus on is the teaching hours, which are through the virtual classes. You know that in this course you have 4 virtual sessions, and there's another course like computer science, for example. So if you go into the course materials and scroll down, you'll find the guidelines telling you that you have, Mrs. 6 sessions are different depending on the course. The hours, number of times, and teaching hours are different. And of course, you'll receive from the groups the schedules for the virtual classes and those things. Engineer Said will give you all the details regarding the virtual classes tomorrow. These are your tasks as a professor. What I've explained so far are your tasks as a professor. But the important thing is that you should know there are other things besides the professor's tasks that students look into. As I told you, start here with the course information and content, okay? So I have here content here and assignments and activities. When a student tells you they want to go to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th content, it's available in the content section, and each one has the score, the test, and the PDF as well. If they have an issue with the score, they can download the PDF, read it, and print it to keep it just in case the computer crashes before the tests. They can print the PDF and solve the test with it. Now, in the content, there are 3 assignments. They can go in and solve the test for each one according to the required schedule. For the activities, they can watch the video and take the test that covers this video. The video is available, and it's about the 2nd Aqaba. In the content, there are 3 assignments. They can go in and take the test for each one according to the required schedule. For the activities, they can watch the video and take the test that covers this video. The video is available, and it's about the 2nd Aqaba. The Pledge of Aqaba, which was a reason for the activity to be solved and for grades to be taken, and thus the content, assignments, and activities. Reflect the student's grades. When a student solves something, their grade appears here in my grades. Do you see all the grades are 0? How is that? When a student solves it, their grade is recorded. Come on, let's prepare ourselves as students, because you're supposed to take it and wear it. I mean, let me tell you, one of them. I'll go in and solve an assignment as if I'm a student. As if I'm a student. So when the student enters, they solve it, even though my role with you or the teacher is just at the end. But I'll still tell you this in case the student asks you, so I'll just answer and that's it. I will answer, and that's it. I just answer and that's it. I answer just to have my grade recorded and to build it in the complete grading center, That's the issue. I have answered 10 questions, save and send. Come on, I trust in God. He said to me, why did you finish so quickly? You only have an hour and it's not a problem. He told me you took 2 and didn't get anything. 2 out of 10 becomes 2 out of 20 with a 0 added. A bad score for me. I need to study again. The student must press save and submit to send their grade. If they insist, I solved it, say, you didn't press save and submit, so you didn't really solve it. Go back and complete it. Now I've finished. Students must press save and submit to send their grade. If not, they might have done well, but didn't submit. Once submitted, the grade appears in my grades. If a student says, help, my grades aren't showing, tell them, you didn't solve it. If they insist, I solved it. Reply, you didn't press save and submit, so you didn't really solve it. Go back and complete it. Check what you have, whether it's content, assignments, activities, or tests. We clarify how students work on these. You'll have virtual classes tomorrow and Monday. On Tuesday, work on reports and the grading center. A colleague will cover virtual classes tomorrow. Look at what you have. It's essential to know this. Now I've finished the other part. You'll have virtual classes tomorrow. After that, on Tuesday, you'll work on reports and the grading center. I haven't explained these because I don't want to overshadow my colleagues. One of them will explain the virtual classes tomorrow and the reports and grading center on Tuesday. I've explained everything else. Thank you all, and the session is recorded. If anyone has questions, please ask and I'll answer. God willing, you will have the virtual classes tomorrow, and on Monday, you will have the virtual classes. After that, on Tuesday, with God's permission, you will work on the reports and the grading center. These are the only things I haven't explained because I don't like to overshadow my colleagues. One of my colleagues will explain. So I have to give them the opportunity to explain the virtual classes tomorrow, covering everything they need to say. And then on Tuesday, they will explain the reports. I've covered everything else. Arrange it with colleagues. Any questions before I stop? Feel free to ask. Recording will be available. Attend tomorrow and the day after at the same time. Thank you. Peace be upon you. All right? There's nothing else. The recording will be available to you, so just make sure to attend tomorrow and the day after at the same time. Thank you. Thank you very much, and peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings.